Hey there, my little sagelings. How's everybody doing today? Well, in one of my previous videos, I was asking if you guys wanted a kind of like a cool nickname and all that, and it was suggested that Sagelings. I kind of love that idea. So, hey everybody, you're all Sagelings. All right, so this is my first video, dealing with questions and answers. And I had two people ask me some questions, so let's dig into it, Sagelings. Okay, first one from Jennifer is, do you involve your pets in ritual? And the answer is no. My pets are cats. I own four very different but wonderful cats, and trying to get them to perform or be in a ritual is impossible. Cats have their own personalities, and so no, don't even try. Um, are they allowed in my ritual space during a practice? Yes. Um, I will let them go through and all that, and I just try to make sure that I'm not stepping on them. My oldest cat, her name is Avetta, and she loves to pick the most in the way place to sit down. And so that, yes, there are times where she will come walking through and then decide, well, I'm going to sit here, okay? And that's that. I will not kick her out. She is my favorite cat, of course. But she is one of my unique kitties. Um, then the final question from Jennifer is, do you present them before your altar? No, no. I have a lot of statues, figurines of Celtic gods and goddesses on my altar. I also, when it comes to my altar, like it to be clean. And so I actually have a very tall altar. I'm taking an old TV tower, because this is probably about 4 foot high, but only a foot and a half across and probably a foot and a half deep. And I use that for my altar because I don't want my cats to jump on them and knock everything down, because they have done that. The last part of my witch name is Dragon, and I have had my porcelain and resin dragons on my altars and other spots throughout the house, and my kitties have knocked them down, breaking wings. And I have two very, very special porcelain dragons that I keep on my altar and in my altar, um, and I do not want them to break them. So I always position my altar in a spot and high enough where they cannot get involved and knock something over. Does it keep the cat hair down? Yes, it does. Does it keep all the cat hair out? Of course not. Not with four little kitties. But So let's move on to the next question, which is by Azrael, Angel of Melancholy. And he says, can't wait, brother. My question for you is, do you prefer using deity in your magic? Okay. And it really depends on the level of magic that I'm needing to do. Something small, no. Because, it's kind of like, do you like military command type thing. There's some things where you just tell your buddy, hey, let's take care of this. Then some things where you're going to need help. Um, so it really depends if I'm doing kind of like an instantaneous spell, doing a chant, meditation spell, things like that. I do without trying to call upon or channel a deity in any form. But when I do, um, I sometimes call out for specifics. Being a polytheist, um, I have quite a few gods and goddesses that I honor, and so I ask for help from them in general because I believe that it's a group effort and they all have potential energies and vibes that can help out. The next part of his question is, and what goddess or gods do you prefer? Now, I do sometimes call for specifics because it is a very particular thing that I'm trying to achieve. Now, more than likely, I am calling upon Kaliach and Lugus. These are the sage and crone god and goddess of the Celts. Because a lot of the times I'm asking for wisdom, advice, and somebody to kick me in the butt sometimes. My dad is not doing very good physically, so there is Granus, who is a Celtic healing god. There is, I'm probably butchering his name like crazy, Lusatios, which is the Celtic god of weather, god of storms. And so I've been asking for his help here lately because we went through a month where we barely got any rain, and I'm going, please bring in this rain and all that, and he had to kick me in the butt on that one. The most important thing for me is that being a polytheist, there is some gods and goddesses that are needed and asked upon, and for the oddest reasons. During my research for Gallic Celtic gods, I came up upon the name of Dwyn, who is the Celtic god of love. And she is one of the goddesses that I honor. She is also important and part of the community of gods and goddesses that I honor because I have been known to be a little pig-headed, sometimes overly aggressive, and so she is there to help guide me to be a little bit more social, a little bit more friendly, helps me with my compassion. But those are some of the gods and goddesses that I work with, that I honor. So that answers this week's questions. Please post more questions on this video, and next week I will answer them just the same. So everybody, all my little sagelings out there, take care, be at peace.